Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good day. My name is Madam Su. Let's continue with the next topic, the basic component of pneumatic system. Basically, there are four main components which commonly used in pneumatic system: a supply unit, input signal, a control valve, and actuator. Pneumatic system is a system that uses compressed air to transmit and control energy. A compressor is the machine that uses air from surrounding, compress it and supply to the system. Normally, a compressor connected to reservoir and air filter. Air should be filtered before using and stored in storage tank. The clean air is now ready to be used in the system. The second component is input signal. The main function of input signal is to control the positioning of actuator. An example of input signal is switch and sensors. In our class, we will use normally closed push button switch and also limit switch as a sensor. In the case of push button switch, the valve is normally closed when it is in initial position and not allowed compressed air to flow into it. By pressing the push button, results in open the valve and then the compressed air will flow to the actuator. The third component is directional control valve. The main function of directional control valve is to control and change direction of airflow. As we can see here, the high pressure air entering the control valve through the pressure port. Initially, air moved to port A, but then changed to port B when the control valve is pressed and moved to the right. In this class, we will use 5-way directional control valve. Few processing elements also will be used, such as O valve and N valve. The last component is actuator and also known as a working element. The actuator movement could be linear or rotary. In this class, we will use a linear actuator, consists of the single acting cylinder and double acting cylinder. Single acting cylinder only has one port and spring embedded in his body. When compressed air entering the cylinder through the port, it will push the piston to extend. It makes the spring compress. When the air supply stops, the spring will be expanded and the piston will be retracted. The double acting cylinder don't have a spring, but it has two ports to operate. When compressed air entering port 1, it will push the piston and make the piston extend. If the compressed air entering the cylinder through the port number 2, it will push the piston to retract. As a conclusion, there are 4 basic components in a pneumatic system. The air compressor will supply compressed air to the whole system. The input signal will control the air entering the system and give signal to the actuator. The control valve will control the air path, and the actuator will do the task. That's it for today. Thank you. See you in the next slide.